This is Far Cry 6. We're here on PlayStation 5 Pro. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. This is obviously the 6th mainline Far Cry game. It's a standalone experience, like with all the different Far Cry experiences. Well, some of them kind of lean upon each other, I guess, but for the most part, every Far Cry is a different Far Cry, and this is the most Far Cry you've ever Far Cry'd. It's got a lot of gameplay and actually apparently cross saves, which I didn't know, otherwise I would have thrown over my Xbox save onto this one where I've got so many hours into this. But anyways, I digress. Let's talk about Far Cry 6. So you are Danny, the Danny of your choosing, and you go out into this world where there's a bit of canceling of a revolution, as to say, and you are attempting to escape. Things are going badly, you're gonna have to fight for the island, or, well, fight for a little area that's an island, and then you'll go on to the mainland and try to fight back and take over areas. It's a story that just literally never ends. It's a quest that just kind of goes on and on and on and on. As I said, it's the most Far Cry you've ever Far Cry'd. If you're a fan of Far Cry, it literally does not end. It's just endless. Tons of missions, tons of gameplay, tons of action, crazy abilities, lots of different areas to go into. You get to experience this, you know, on foot, in vehicles, boat stuff, air stuff. You know, it's the biggest Far Cry we've ever Far Cry'd. There's so much Far Crying in here, I don't even know how to cry about being far anymore.
Lita,
Yeah.
I can't feel my legs. Fuck, Lita, this is all my fault. My phone. Forget it, Lita. My phone. This is the beach, Danny.
So addicted to
What?
devices, even in death.
Clara, liberate, Julio. Fuck, Julio. It's all here. Take my phone.
But I won't be able to open it because you're dead, and it's, you know, photo ID and all that stuff.
Lita, just wait. I'll find help. No! You give her this. Clara will help you.
Clara will give you the couple-hour tutorial. You will go to the island, the mainland from this island, and you will find hope. Unbelievable. Anyway, so what are we getting here? It's a 4K resolution. It's dynamic 4K. The upper bounds for like the base PlayStation 5 was already like 1800p. We should be getting basically a full 4K unless you are throttling absolute chaos and destruction to the max. 60 FPS, HDR support. The game looks fantastic, plays well, looks good, and just offers an absolutely massive and insanely large Far Cry experience. This one's interesting though because unlike the other Far Cries, they usually have a spin-off. This Far Cry has its kind of spin-off content within it. So, yeah, basically, there's some extra content stuff that's like baked into this one. It's a little different from the Far Cries of the past, because usually you'd get like Far Cry 4 and Far Cry Primal. Well, I guess even before that, Far Cry 3 had Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. 5 had New Dawn. It was kind of a thing, and then this one broke the mold a little bit, so those extra modes are like baked into this, and you know, it didn't launch with like the multiplayer stuff and customization stuff that like the other previous ones had, and they were definitely doing some new things with Far Cry, with this again being the most Far Cry I've ever Far Cry'd. There's nothing wrong with it. It's lots of action, it's lots of gameplay. If you like the core gameplay loop of Far Cry, it's one that just really just kind of goes on and on. Seriously, like, it's fun. It's great. Like, it's nice action. You know, I enjoy it. But it's also just like, yeah, it just kind of just goes on and on. So good luck finishing this if you're playing it for the first time. I mean, it looks great.
I'm not the only one looking for Clara.
Definitely did when it launched. Very technically impressive, so I mean, I'm not too surprised here. And then, yeah, you just meet centric characters, you get all these different quirky abilities, you get Tool, you try to build your way up, and yeah. Pretty straightforward experience. Bit of a like a upgrade system has to say. What is this? Wild pig that took like 6 shots. And then you gather things, you liberate areas, you have, I think there's also like what, skill points that kind of go to things, or am I not at that point yet? Make yourself stronger. Yeah. All the usual Far Cry stuff too, you know, extreme sport-like things. It really is like a pretty straightforward thing. I don't know. To some degree, it may have gotten a little stale for some players and stuff, but I still think it's a pretty great franchise and it's a lot of fun. You just get to do crazy, chaotic things and have a wild time.
Before you shoot me?
No.
I'm Dani, a friend of Lita.
We're being taken into the camp so that we can learn the true meaning of crying far and wide.
You are the only survivor?
And of course, this was a return to a tropical environment for the series, which is different from 4 and 5 and the spin-offs. And he just gets you crazy and crazier things.
I said, are you the only survivor? Si.
Lucky.
Lita knew the risks. That's all you have to say? You're here. That's what matters. Just a second, hermana. I'm getting the hell out of Yara.
But you're in my camp.
I need a place to stay. A few days.
Libertas no charity, hermana.
Lita said you'd help.
Lita also said you weren't a pussy.
Oh ho ho! This is how we show how tough we are.
You're an orphan, see?
Who isn't?
Funny how friends can be closer than family.
Well, all my friends are dead.
Castillo has kept you an orphan. Why do you want to run? I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death.
That happened in the cinematic I skipped. Some of these cinematics you can't see, you'll skip. You think that one would have been important, but apparently this is more important.
Quoting Bolivar won't save you. It's Pedro.
Probably because it's rendered in-game, right? Would be the difference.
I have a list. Free elections, free expression, free the outcasts. A Yara free of Castillos. Simple.
Oh, you talking like a democracy? Whew.
300,000 troops. I count 6 burnt out guerrillas, and you, with a bullet to the leg.
You don't believe me? I'll show you.
We launched an attack from our base to this island. It was a basic operation. Hit a Viviro tobacco plantation, snatch some fuel, and go home. But Castillo's forces were waiting. Got us down from 60 to 6.
You need to get back to your base.
Yes.
See,
but
Tutorial
the city is
Island.
surrounded by a blockade. We don't have boats. We don't have much gear. And we are not leaving until that Viviro plantation goes up in smoke. But we are guerrillas. We know this land inside out. You're already familiar with our guerrilla paths. They were built by the legends in 67. They're spread like a web across all of Yara. Now,
Yeah, they did.
they're ours. Guerrilla paths are good to ambush soldados or to hide if the army is on your back. They have caches that will help you survive.
And all of this is legit? This map is old as hell.
Made for turistas. Yeah, it's out of date, but you got the regions, municipalities, and landmarks of Yara. You'll get used to it. Now I need to call in some favors with the locals to get us a boat, and you need to go find me Juan Cortez.
Who?
Someone who can make one guerrilla fight like 1,000.
Alright, that's great. I'm glad we got that. Can we get back to gameplay ever?
I'll give you food, a bed, even a goddamn boat to sail to the Yankees. But it's gonna cost you bullets and blood. You can shoot, so shoot. Settle in, and let me know when you want to pay your rent.
These people aren't very nice. And they're the ones that are going to be giving us a democracy?
We need to talk. I attacked the... Get down to that village and bring me Cortez. I hope for your safety.
Yeah, no, it is a really, really good looking game. I always thought this one was kind of beautiful. It's just with the extra overhead we're getting here, it just looks a little bit better. And that's the whole goal, right? Is kind of getting the max visual fidelity and quality we can. And that is visually stunning.
How's the earpiece? Can you hear me okay? Loud and clear.
It's amazing.
The spy ship
This,
works,
I forgot
Clara.
they give you an
I'll
earpiece in this. Because, yeah, you kind of jump into the water and stuff all the time. It's like, how does that earpiece survive?
See, I got it.
The stuff you do in this with that earpiece, it's kind of amazing. Yeah, that's great. These Ubisoft, I've been replaying so many Ubisoft games recently, the tutorial segment things that pop up. Really, really annoying. I don't think I'm supposed to take, well, I mean, I could maybe take that. I'm just like wondering if I'd be allowed to. This is really good looking. It's amazing. If you have a gun out, it's like, whatever. But you pull out a machete and all of a sudden it's like, oh, totally okay. But you can't have a gun out, even though everyone else does. Ugh. Worry, my hand's fine. Wow, that woman's tough. I heard my machete was tougher, though. Well, that's what my one was. It wasn't an XP thing. It was the fact I had, like, a health thing. Yeah, bloody violent, eh?
Shit.
It's your friendly dog. Let me have a cigar and then pet you, doggo. Really, really majestic. Like, it's a gorgeous game. I just wish it wasn't so guided early on. It would be cool if there was a setting where it's like, I've kind of played this and I don't want to go through all this crap again. I guess that would be me having the crossplay settings set up. Hey look, it's alligator. It really is just kind of like the max of Far Cry, isn't it? Where it's just like so much Far Cry, you don't even know how to Far Cry. Can I get revived? Is the alligator gonna save my life? I can't remember. Does the alligator save you, or does the alligator just like Alfred you? Thanks, man. I hate when the melee thing doesn't just like kill them. It's like they just bop you down. Oh, look at those fingers. Ew. Love the silly animations for revivals. Get him, Croc. Nice job.
Okay, we're good. Let's get the hell out of here before the whole fucking army shows up. I'm drunk, but I'm not that drunk.
Right behind you, old man.
Isn't that gorgeous? Alright, let's get out of here. Can't wait to see what they do next with this franchise, though. It's always a blast to me.
Wants to be your friend, or maybe he just needs to take a dump.
Only one way to find out.
Amigo!
Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
Good
We're fucking around. Let's go.
But I need to pet the alligator. Where's the crocodile?
I can tell you handled a gun before. What's your name?
Dani. So Clara says you're a legend. Ex-KGB, ex-CIA.
I got more fucking X's than your porn search history. Some men,
Huh?
they break eggs for breakfast. But Juan Cortez, he breaks fucking countries. Hold up. New plan, Dani. Vamos.
The plan is to go back to Clara's camp. Where the hell are we going now?
The plan is to go out. Smash some skulls.
See that that smoke? That means the watchtower just got a supply drop with some of the rarest materials you'll find in your
So we're gonna take it as part of Tutorial Island. Anyways, regardless, I don't even know if this is the best showcase of this game, but gives you an idea of the visuals, talks about it. It's a good game, it offers a lot. If you like Far Cry, it'll be the most Far Cry you could ever imagine in your life. It's just endless Far Cry. It's ridiculous how much Far Crying you actually do in this game. I'm not even kidding. You can just spend endless hours moseying about doing random stuff in this game. It's actually kind of like hard to finish because it just kind of goes like on and on and on and on. I can see the regular, like the average player just kind of like you get your value out of it for sure, but like the average player won't even get through all of this because it's just literally goes on forever. I like the dynamics of the, you know, crazy psychopath kind of guy that's like managing everything. Played by a pretty iconic actor, you know, the dynamic between him and his kid, but
We got more than enough. Let's get the fuck out of here.
you know, the story bits kind of come and go. There's some neat things, a little bit better developed than Far Cry villains in the past.
Patience, Danny. Rule number 8. A guerrilla knows how to wait. Like a spider or a serial killer.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
So, how did you get to this godforsaken hellhole?
I was on a refugee ship. We didn't get far.
Yeah. And I came here in a chopper in our baby invasion of Santuario. Shot straight out of the goddamn sky. No, I mean, what's your story?
Orphanage in Esperanza. Then the military. I'm no guerrilla. Just helping Clara out until she gets me off this island.
This looks so good.
Once a guerrilla,
Oh, he's a gorilla.
Enough with that shit.
too late.
I just want to go back and live my life.
Now the fucking cocaine is all over the kids, Danny. There is no other option.
America is my option.
America.
And you think Americans want your Yaran blood? The American dream is for Americans, Danny.
You don't quit, do you?
Nope. Wap-
Who's to say that Danny doesn't go to America, work hard,
Close.
you know, as a refugee or whatever, blend in with the culture, become an American, and live the best American life?
Therapy dogs in your precious America. You can trust Wapo with your life.
Yeah. Not sure I'm there yet.
You got time.
You said your chopper was shot down in the invasion. Can you fix it?
So I can fly you to the Yankees?
No,
It's grounded. But I'm working on it. Patience, Danny. Now
Does this guy move faster?
this to show you how to make something.
Never mind, you want me to do a random thing here with you?
Now it's time for Juan Cortez to show you how to make something out of nothing. Did I ever tell you rule number 9?
you just did.
Always use the right tool for the right job. Words to live by.
Okay.
He moves so slow. I think he enjoyed getting that machete on his back.
How many others?
The legend returns.
The legend.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. Rule 11. For a guerrilla, revolver isn't... A resolver isn't making move on you. It's inflicting chaos with everything you got. The rules of Far Cry guerrilla action.
Time you learn about resolver, Danny.
I was 6 when I rigged my first bike with a chainsaw motor.
He's gonna tutorialize us on how to build stuff with the workbench.
No offense, but your battle rifle. Rule number 9. Always use the right tool. Sometimes I lie awake at night asking myself, excellent, Danny. Now you can pop enemy flesh like a ripe watermelon.
I heard it good before.
Let's look at your other rifle. Let's say your target remembers these rounds fly straight. Nice. Now you got your own supply of high war crimes. Let's look
So,
at your attachment.
case in point, Far Cry 6 looks a lot better on the Pro. It's a nice bump up, I'm sure you'll appreciate it.
See how easy that was?
Whether you're a new player or a returning one, it's gonna look way better.
Workbench is your friend.
Which
Danny.
is the goal, right?
Friend with benefits. On is the workbench. Go ahead, Danny. Get cozy with it.
Damn.
I mean, yeah, it is gorgeous.
That workbench,